Hey, what's up? And welcome back to Micromix Studio. Today's video is about hard drive storage and how to move data around between different studio devices. I use 3 different hard drives in the studio, and I'll tell you about the pros and cons on each one. I got this first hard drive from Amazon for $32. This one's a 3-in-1. There's a USB connection, a micro USB for Android, and on the other side there's an iOS connection for iPad and iPhone. So this is pretty cool. It's pretty simple to use, and there's an app for it as well. I have a loop on the MPC. Let's take the MPC loop and put it on the iPad. So here's what I started out with. Alright, so now I'm going to take that same loop and I'll export it out. So to put it on the iPad, I just switch over to this iOS connection and just plug it in directly. And it opens up in the app. So when you load the app up, it shows your photos on the drive, it has videos, as well as music. So if you have MP3s, it'll just show the songs or the waves right here. And there's also a file explorer here on the app, so let's see. Right here's the MPC loop 89 that we just recorded, and let's play it in here. At the top, you click select, and I'll select my loop, and at the bottom it lets you export it out. Let's copy it straight to BeatMaker 3. I could copy it to Cubase or Google Drive or to Documents. Audio Share. Audio Share is a great program too, by the way, but I'm going to stay with the free stuff for right now. It says New Sample. Load into the Samples directory. Okay, so let's get our sample. So I took the sample and I put it in the BeatMaker 3, and let's do some effects or something cool. I'm going to load up Fly Tape. If I want to get it back on the hard drive, I'll just export it out. So here's exports, today's session, and I want to share it from BeatMaker 3, and I can put it right back to the Y disk right here. So I select that loop, and I hit share. I put it right back on the Y disk. You can just take the drive out of the iPad. So I'll go back to my USB side, and I'll plug it back into the MP. So I go into the browser, and here's our loop of effects right here. So that's an iOS USB thumb drive. The pros, it's pretty cheap. 33 bucks is not too bad. It works with iOS and Android. 256 gigs is a decent amount of space. And the app is pretty functional. On the con side, it's kind of flimsy. The device is passive, so it won't power your phone, and it won't make a wireless network. Still pretty cool for 33 bucks. So the second drive is a Kingston MobileLite wireless. It's pretty old, but I still get a lot of use out of it. I bought this to back up the data on my OP1, and I can use it from my OPZ as well. It has an internal power bank, so you can use the USB to charge your phone up. The MobileLite wireless doesn't have any storage built in. You can plug a USB thumb drive in here, and you can also use an SD card here. I can connect this to the computer or the MPC and use it like a card reader, or I can make a wireless network and use the app to see the files. So let's plug it up. I'll connect to OPZ and I'll show you how to do a data backup. So the wireless network is this MobileLite wireless network. I'll connect to that. Then I'll go to the MobileLite wireless app. The app shows whatever's plugged into it. So here's the USB and here's the SD card. If I wanted to back up the files from the OPZ, I could just select each one or select all. So now I have 3 options for where I want to copy stuff. Offline files is on the iPad itself. After I save the backup, the file will be right here. So now let's connect the MPC to the MobileLite wireless. So if I want an MPC file, so I can choose this 808, and then from here I can open it up in BeatMaker 3, Cubase, Google Drive, put it in Documents, and just use it whenever I want. Core Gadget. So the Kingston MobileLite wireless is pretty cool. So the pros, this one's just $25. There's new versions out, but I got this one a few years ago. The app is pretty cool and functional as well. On the downside, there's no storage on here. But that's it. Still a great little piece. Be sure to check out the G3, and I think it might be a G4 as well. So that brings us to the last one. So here's my newest hard drive, the Western Digital Wireless Pro. This joint's a beast. So to start out, it's 2 terabytes. It's an SD card, so I have the card reader right here. And I have a USB input. It has a 10-hour battery life, and it also has one-touch backup. If you insert a flash drive or SD card, you just hold this button and it automatically makes a backup to the hard drive. That's super cool. For the teenage engineering stuff, I just connect the USB connections, and then I hold one-touch backup, and everything goes onto the hard drive. Now since it's the Wireless Pro, let's look at the app for this one. So I plugged in the USB drive from earlier, and I connected to the MyCloud app. So here's the USB drive, all the same files we had from earlier. And then I can go back, and here's the storage drive. Here's the actual hard drive I'm in. So when you import something in USB, it shows up in this USB imports. And when you use the SD card, it shows up in SD card imports right here. So the My Passport makes a personal wireless cloud where you can get your data. And when I use it on the MPC, I just connect it directly. So on this page, you can connect to Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive, Creative Cloud. The My Passport also can charge your phone up or charge up your devices on the go. So when I carry this one, I can charge up my OP1 or charge up my OPZ if the batteries run out. Super cool. So that's just a basic description on the hard drives. I'll put a link to each one in the comments so you can do your own homework. So today's question: which hard drive suits your needs the most? The iOS thumb drive? My Passport Wireless Pro? Or do you like the Kingston MobileLite Wireless the most? This week I'm doing it by poll, so just click here and answer the question. I hope this video gave you some insight to how I use my hard drives to transfer data between my devices. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Now, follow me on Instagram at dragonfly_bry. Smash that like button, and if you're new here, subscribe to the channel so you can see new videos every week. I really want to thank all of you guys for all of the support, and thank you for watching. Peace.